All right, welcome. Today, we're going to deconstruct a brand's DNA, really get into what makes it tick. And we're going to use LIVIO Real Estate as our guide to see how a really powerful philosophy can shape a company's entire identity and, the promise it makes to all of its customers.
So what's in a name? I mean, for a lot of companies, it's just a label, right? But every now and then you find one where the name is basically a code, a key that unlocks their whole philosophy. It's a promise, spelled right out for everyone to see.
And this is so true in a field as personal and competitive as real estate. A company's core values, its internal DNA, that's not just some marketing fluff. It is the ultimate differentiator. It's the bedrock of trust for the agents who work there, and of course, for the clients they serve. Now, this is where it gets really clever. LIVIO has embedded its entire philosophy right into its name. LIVIO. It's not just a word, it's a whole framework. Each letter stands for a core pillar: leadership, integrity, value, innovation, and opportunity. So let's crack this code and see what each one is all about.
Okay, first up is L for leadership. Think of this as the guiding pillar, the one that really sets the direction and the tone for everything else that follows.
So what does that actually mean? Well, it's the ability to guide everyone, teams, clients, with a clear vision. In the world of real estate, that means being the steady hand that can navigate those complex, often totally unpredictable markets, and ultimately inspire people to succeed. So, what does this look like in the real world? Well, it's having an expert guide you through a crazy, volatile market. For agents, it means you're getting top-tier training in a team that actually works together. And for you, the client, it's all about that confident, expert guidance that turns what could be a super stressful process into a huge success. But great leadership isn't enough on its own, right? You need a moral compass. So let's move on to our next two pillars, integrity and value, and see how they build that non-negotiable foundation of trust. Okay, so integrity. The big thing to get here is that it's absolute. It's about upholding honesty and ethics in every single transaction. This means you're committed to disclosing all the facts, you're following the law to the letter, and you're actively avoiding any potential conflicts of interest. We're talking total transparency, no gray areas.
And that kind of integrity, well, that's what directly creates real value. And value isn't just about the price tag. It's about delivering exceptional benefits that go way above and beyond. We're talking expert advice, real cost savings, and an experience that's so good it builds loyalty and brings people back.
And this just lays it out perfectly, doesn't it? It's night and day. On one side, you've got the LIVIO way. Absolute honesty, full disclosure, zero conflicts of interest. And on the other, you've got the common pitfalls you see out there: vague communication, hidden details, and sketchy conflicts. The contrast is so stark, and it shows you exactly where trust is either built or completely broken.
Okay, so we've got this solid foundation of trust. Now, let's look to the future. The final two pillars, innovation and opportunity, are all about driving the future of the industry and making sure you stay way ahead of the curve. Now, innovation isn't just a buzzword here. It's about real, tangible action. We're talking about embracing tech like virtual reality tours that let you walk through a home from thousands of miles away, or using AI-powered tools to get way smarter with pricing. It's all about making the entire process smoother and more effective for today's clients. And this quote just nails it. The whole goal is to stay ahead in an industry that is always changing. Innovation is basically the engine that keeps a business from being left in the dust. And finally, O for opportunity. And this is a big one. This isn't about just getting lucky. It's defined as a skill, the skill of spotting those chances for growth, whether it's in an up-and-coming neighborhood or an undervalued investment. And it's a skill you sharpen through constant networking and nonstop education. Get it right, and it drives major gains for clients. So we've taken apart each piece of the puzzle. Now let's zoom out, put it all back together, and see how these 5 pillars create a complete ecosystem for success. This table just lays it all out so clearly. Leadership, that gives you confidence. Integrity, that's about absolute trust, plain and simple. Value delivers exceptional results. Innovation gives you that competitive edge. And opportunity maximizes your future potential. See? Each pillar has a direct, powerful benefit for anyone who interacts with the brand. And here's the most important part, really. These pillars aren't just a random checklist. They are a deeply interconnected system. Strong leadership demands integrity. Integrity builds value. Innovation creates opportunity. Each element reinforces the others, creating this powerful, self-sustaining engine for success. And that leaves us with one last big question. We've seen how it works in real estate, but if you look beyond that, is a clearly defined, deeply integrated value system like this the ultimate competitive advantage in any industry? Something to chew on, right? Thanks for joining me for this one.